Tonight, a Hampton woman is sharing her story after she says her husband suffered serious complications after a medical emergency. Her family is searching for answers after she says doctors tell her her husband may never walk or talk again. Derek Lytle sat down with her in a story you'll see only on 13 News Now. Derek.
Yeah, Dana, Janet Potter Cook tells me before what she calls a 27-day hospital nightmare. Her husband, Carlton, known as CJ, was a bright, happy-go-lucky father of 3, and now he may never leave his hospital bed again. Late September, Carlton Cook came down with what he thought was the flu. After his face swelled, he was brought to the ER where his wife says the doctors in Hampton discovered a rare flesh-eating bacteria through his nose and in his neck.
What am I going to tell my kids? What am I going to tell my family?
He was transferred to Centera Norfolk General Hospital, where his wife, Janet Potter Cook, says he would undergo at least a dozen surgeries.
I called my mom. I called his mom. Honestly, all I could do was try and get them to get there as soon as possible.
She says her husband was in such pain. He was restrained to not be able to pull his breathing tube out. However, he was still able to. Potter Cook says staff rushed in to try and re-intubate through his nose, but she said this was against what his chart said to do.
It was a lot. And just sitting there waiting for somebody to come and tell you that they screwed up or that everything was done correctly.
She says a doctor was able to do a tracheostomy through the neck, but not for nearly 20 minutes. Not brain dead, but Potter Cook says her husband suffered brain damage from oxygen loss and was told by doctors he may never talk, walk, or move again.
So in total, he was without sufficient oxygen for 15 to 20 minutes. Honestly, what it felt like was nobody had read his case.
A Centera spokesperson saying in a statement, quote, federal privacy laws prohibit hospitals from discussing any specifics about patient care. We can say the complaints about the quality of care are thoroughly examined. Patient advocates and risk managers invest time and effort with patients and families to ensure the complaints are addressed promptly and concluded fairly.
And I still haven't heard anything.
Carlton now transferred to Lake Taylor Transitional Care Hospital, where Potter Cook says he can blink. Her husband wrote on a whiteboard, when still conscious, a message. She believes, with brain activity still, Carlton wants to continue fighting.
He wrote on the board, "I just don't want to die." And I kept reminding myself of that. And I knew that he would want me to fight.
Now, Potter Cook tells me they have hired legal counsel and are looking at their options moving forward. Derek Lytle, 13 News Now.
Yeah, what a story. Thanks so much, Derek.